but Wood has been making himself a difficult target. And as we had mentioned on that chamber, that's probably just going to keep continuing, because now he has the ability to not just play up front if he needs to with the team, but he can play back, hold areas down, and really punish people with these ops, with the headhunter, all the goodies that chamber brings you.
Yeah, and it really feels like Team Heretics have shown so much resilience, not just in this map, in this series so far, but in their previous game, really dragging it over the line, that it's up to PRX now. The question is of them. Can they defeat their inner demons? This doubt at the back of their minds, just nagging at them, letting them know, they're going to Lotus. This is territory where they just lost that. Something as an individual that we're seeing on our screens right now. The question is posed to him. Can he step up? Can he gain confidence in the final moment in his team's hour of need?
And what we need to see from Team Heretics is probably a lot of what Fnatic was doing yesterday, and something that they also did on Bind. A lot of retakes. Look at having the deadlock, having the chamber enables you to just play for their styles. You don't have to fight that much when they're entering the side, and it's something that worked very well. Watch out, PRX. We've taken the Hobbit. Think also as well, Rians, I'm looking at you. I want to see the same that I saw yesterday from Boaster with the Odin, from Tree. I want to see it from you. I want PRX to have PTSD going into Lotus.
A couple of days ago, PRX defeated G2 Esports, and everyone thought that they'd be at the top of the mountain, but now they find themselves on the brink of elimination. Can Los Niños pull off a miracle? Let's find out and send it back over to Pansy Inside Show.
All on the line now. This is what it's about. Two very different positions to be in for these teams. The fact that Heretics brought it back in map 2, overcoming their woes. But the worries for me are not with them. It's PRX having to overcome a true living nightmare of facing this map for tournament life.
They obviously choked that 9-1 lead that they had, but the focus, not necessarily on the half where they were up 9-1, obviously the half where they couldn't get even a single round. Their attack side, where they're beginning here, something had 0 kills in that attack side. 0 and 10. He talked about the fact that recently hasn't been feeling confident in his recent matches, doesn't really know why, has to fix it. Well, this might be your final hour to do so. PRX all the pressure on early, but they'll have gone over that game. They'll be feeling good about the adjustments.
And start. PRX though, making no quiet steps towards C. Happy to be loud about it.
One of the things they were self-critical of was the fact that they were going for so many just off-round execs. Go take mount control, immediately go C. This time, they go for that C default, but then open the door. Pressure anyone who might be pushed up towards B, like the chamber. Leave Divide to get info on the opposite side of the map. So Forsaken's got more options to work with. Options to go towards A, to pivot through that blue room.
But this is a dangerous man to be going towards. Early spot, doesn't stick around too long. Goes to that next step.
Trip here to slow them down.
That's a frustrating springboard in, slowed down for sure, but no over-rotates yet from Heretics. Playing quite calm towards that CT side. Two different players now noted. They should have a good idea who's here. This early work on Woot, he's already dropped down. Both of them have, and it's a horrible surprise as Heretics ring the bells of PRX.
One enemy remaining.
And they're not stopping. It's Divide, needed, and he can't do enough.
Exactly as Kukuka was talking about on the desk. This is the style that Team Heretics would like to replicate. What Fnatic did yesterday. You put a bit of early pressure on them, find out where PRX are going, and then get back into the site with these retakes. And PRX just couldn't hold on. They lost 3 retakes on C, they lost 2 retakes on A. It was a nightmare. Even though they got in positions to get the plants down, they just couldn't convert. And this is going to be rattling around in their brain, because that is an exact repeat.
The fear for me is this goes beyond just the latest game. You look back to champs, you look back to those losing sour moments that have haunted these boys for a long time. It was on Lotus too. They have suffered here. The only way to overcome this is to fight through it. Not the start they would have wanted, but they can change their fate. As PRX now look to try and do something here. Not a great deal to play with. The Frenzy and a Sheriff on the other side.
Looks like a deliberately missed smoke here. Forsaken has something to pop out of, and Boo's got the read.
Although something able to slip ahead, should be dead here, he is. Decent enough though to get one. Heretics happy to allow them in the door.
Yeah, they've got B locked off. They can take this fight.
Jing? Divide? Did you forget who you're facing, Heretics? You can't take him lightly. So now it's down on Woot and Rien's. A swift backhand to remind you the PRX are lethal every day of the week.
Rien's has to survive, still
Can't
with
go
full
down.
util.
Oh! Okay, Batman, show me some magic here. 30 HP and 45 seconds, plenty of time. Woot on the other side. Safety found in the end, but my God, they made that one dangerous.
Incredibly so. In a manner in which was surprising, because Team Heretics felt like they completely isolated Jing on site. He just runs up on Boo, takes him out, and Devi gets played in through the smoke. This bonus round will have barely any sting whatsoever. I haven't said that. Woot with a headhunter, and they did keep an outlaw. Yeah. A little bit of disappointment there for PRX's coaching staff that they weren't able to clean up the round, but they should be able to get on the board fairly quickly.
1-3-1 beginning. Sitting passive. Again, you're looking at the purchase. See, for Heretics, it is going to be pretty calm here. This, I guess you could call it bonus. It's Woot. A slightly more passive line. That's the shoulder. You see decent. Oh my God, seeing more than just a decent amount of progress. Dropping the body.
That's an incredible shot. Pivot through into B though. Open doors and an easy plan. But Boo can tap this connector, throw a paranoia through, and distract for the retake. Heretics want to play for those.
Yeah, not out of the woods just yet, even on the better weaponry, so they're sending Jing forward. Putting his body on the line, and he's alone. No help coming, but he doesn't need it right now. Finally put down and traded out. It's Forsaken still alive. You're looking at the pressure on the back lines, but it's late. Boo goes down, and it looks like they've got this in hand. PRX, alive.
Pretty bad GrabNet nade combo actually there from Heretics. Didn't go deep enough into the corner to catch onto Jing and put the pressure there in heaven. But I like from PRX that they're trying to push further, deeper in the post plan. Paranoia up through heaven allows Jing to fight for that extra space. We've been making a lot about this map as it pertains to the downfall of PRX and that 9-1 loss. Come on! But Heretics also just got brutalized out here.
Yes.
And one of the reasons was that they couldn't hold rubble control. So PRX should, on the attack side, be able to take this space whenever they like. They can get past the GrabNet. It does nothing.
Jing straight there again. Not the first time we've seen it. Their last round too. Bit of a switch up though. Benji this time playing over toward A. Looking like a committed approach thus far. Swing on the door, drawing all eyes here. Blue room picked up by Miniboo. Danger on the door drop. Got to be careful. Got to be ready. And they're not. Miniboo catching two unawares. You don't get to do that against him. A third as well.
Spike down.
Leaving blue room painted red. Heretics leaving just two alive from PRX now. What can Devi and Forsaken do?
Percentage play would be the save in this spot, but Forsaken makes a play, and Devi actually with a 2K eventually shut down though. They're not going to be able to buy very well in the next. They had a couple of players with great money and a couple without any, which is why those two guns towards the end could have been absolutely imperative for them. And yet they've chosen not to go for that. I mean, they had minimum loss bonus as well.
So much further.
So still might have not been enough. Heretics immediately answer back after that anti-bonus with a big round from an important player. Someone who's most likely to doubt themselves, who says their main reason for wanting to win this game is to help their brother become a champion.
Not a bad reason by any means, but Forsaken having something to say about the matter. And Boo nearly reminded to not take them too lightly either. Caught in the corner and gonna be dead. PRX.
There go the brothers. Taken out instantly. And Miniboo with an ult to boot. The Thrifties were defining in getting Heretics back into bind. And here they might offer an opportunity for PRX.
This would be dreamy for them, wouldn't it? But this one, ult there for Jing if required. Devi as well. Patman. This is lovely. It's just lacking that weaponry on two, but still, the open site to work for.
They found this timing pretty perfectly. Question is whether you want to take a little more aggression in the post plant. This is one of those spots where I don't think you need to. You have ults. You have free space, you have a player advantage.
Spike
See
planted.
if they can keep it, or how long they can keep it. Quietly and cautiously. No way! PRX caught again! This is ridiculous stuff, and now something's position will be given away, as will Devise. Something tries to stand, he falls. It's just too simple for Heretics.
The two players fighting over towards Pit go down in an instant, and one of them is Jing, who has an ult to try to stop the retake from happening. You can't be taking early duels like that if your job is to spring back in. He swings to trade Patman, take the L, go back in with an ultimate, make them scared. Devi as well chooses not to use a Steel Garden in that situation. It just is too easy.
That's a timeout.
Their
That's a timeout right
their post
there.
plants are a massive worry. They only got 2 rounds on the attack side of Bind, and that was, you know, they had a 7-5 half, got 2 rounds, and then at 9-7, they lose the plot completely. Heretics on the run back 6 rounds in a row. And again here on the attack side, this is where they lost to Fnatic. Yeah. This was where they lost, what was it, 10 rounds in a row, I think, after a 9-3 half. Disgusting stuff.
And it has to be there, even in the back of their minds. I'm sure coaching staff, Minnie and Alex, both don't want that to become something they can't get rid of, they can't shake off. But these are echoes of those previous games and those previous woes already starting to show slightly, and some of these tendencies, some of these problems. And if you're Heretics, you're grinning ear to ear, man. This feels fantastic. Everything working well, got Woot firing, Mini Boo looking solid.
Heretics already have more rounds than in their loss to Giants on Lotus. That was a 13-3. They got pasted. So this is a fantastic beginning. An opener that's showcasing that they can play this retake style and put a lot of pressure onto PRX.
Make it count now, PRX. Coming out of this timeout, you got ults. You got a decent buy yet, Jing. On the Judge, doesn't worry me too much. Actually going over to the Bulldog instead.
Last time Jing had a buy like this, they went for a C Exeki double blast packed into a smoke. But that was the start of the downfall.
The change up here, however. To show an early interest towards that B side. Pressure door, TP out.
They can't stop the door from being opened. But it's dangerous to try to break this wall out here. From a safer position, they do break one of the smaller limbs of it, so they threaten across. Benji, still with an annihilation, can put a lot of pressure and save a lot of time for rotates to come through, help to arrive. All about the ults this round to me.
Yeah, and that blue door rotation last time. Oh, it's Mini Boo straight away. Can he catch him scrambling? Gonna be hard to find a target here. Might just post it towards Tree, see what he finds. Oh, he's chasing this one. He wants to go further, and he finds Jing. Big scalp to claim. That's the showstopper dot. The reaction is required. Benji invests all, gets the catch as well. Forsaken looking to be kidnapped. Benji trying to fall back somewhere safer, and it's just ults on ults now. Come back out though. Patman gonna find Benji before he had any say in the equation. Boom. Does work on one, but it's gonna be down to a 1v2. Woot's still alive and 2 men to find. Devi on guard duty will not let Patman fall. PRX still in this.
Heretics got so much space off the back of those ultimates. PRX battle back. They were forced to take risks. I really like the push from Patman. He goes up and around a smoke to be able to catch a backstab timing. Attempt at the outplay there from Jing.
30 seconds left.
But in the end, more of a scrap on the site, less of that standard retake setup, and PRX thrive in the chaos. Both duelists still with ultimates to play around.
Very different start though.
They've been taking these openings to the round a little slower and giving themselves options. This one might be all in.
It's going to be divided. Hard to make this work. Jing, got to make it
Runs into a
over.
wall.
No, he's stuck. This is looking like a disaster. What do PRX do now? Finally making it through, but it's not going to have the same sort of punch to it, but at least they have the sight.
But all of the retakers around, putting the pressure on early. Heretics are going to be here almost as the plan goes down.
Yeah, this is very, very early. PRX will be playing on the site itself. Only one disconnected away, being Devi. Can they win out the scrap this time? No, so far they've fallen. Something goes down on the front lines. Benji rewarded. to find those next steps up though. Patman replies, it's not simple stuff just yet. Forsaken sends the paranoia and gives them time to turn, but Dubai falls to Boo on the back line. That's to be the pressure from Door. You can see the discomfort. Forsaken has to look left, look right. Jinx still standing, Patman as well, 2v2. Patman playing it forward, it's fantastic! Great work from him. Leaving just Boo alive. Got bullets to play with. But there it is, time's gone. PRX, I mean, getting the scraps they kind of wanted.
Patman's the savior again. After the play that he made in the previous round, taking the risk, here, he's like a turret, just cemented in his position, annihilating Heretics retakers as they come in. And if he hadn't put on a performance like that, I don't think there's a chance that PRX would stand. Look at these shots.
Just about everywhere, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the fight on Miniboo is difficult to hit as well. He's flying out on a big wide swing. PRX desperately needed that one, and I don't really like the way that they approached it. It was very all in. Jing got stuck. They needed a hero, and Patman, the newest player to the roster, was him.
Might be the cure to their woes, but a challenge is Boo. Feeling brave and up to the fight, but he gets found by something. A quick reaction from PRX. As Heretics throwing everything on the line here. Hold on, pre-ends. Not bad at all, but not good enough. PRX gonna survive through the storm.
What a crazy fight to take. Heretics throw down their deadlock wall, and PRX just press their noses up against it. Faces against the glass, shooting bullets through it. But the first serious attempt here that we're seeing for Team Heretics to try to win a rubble fight, and even with their utility, finding some level of value, they still lose it. And this is what was killing their defense side against Giants. And they're still not finding any value in this area of the map. PRX can take rubble whenever they want.
Looks to be exploited again. This won't be the first nor the last. Is there anything now to stop them? Jing again, making this look oh so simple. Woot though, looking to try and find the players behind. Stays just that second longer, but will have to fall away. They are fast to this.
Looks like they might want to pivot through the blue room.
There.
Got Patman with an ultimate to give them information and take away audio cues on B.
Oh, look at this paranoia. Didn't quite get around the corner in time, but Boo still going to be standing guard. It's Jinx. Paint Shell to do the damage and a great follow-up. Cracking in towards the B site. The plant looking likely. No ult to be able to bank on for Heretics, so plant in play. It's a 3v5.
You can't lose control of this one. And in fact, Heretics look like they might just be giving it up. That's the kind of round that PRX never put together, not one single time against Fnatic. They tried a B pivot only once, and they didn't even have anyone coming from the other direction. Here, it's perfectly synced up between Patman and the players coming through Blue Room. The value from the ultimate, the nade kill, the prowlers in your face. The timing is all put together. A much better performance here, showing that they've learned the lessons of that catastrophic failure yesterday.
Learning quickly, it hasn't been much time between. These are still fresh wounds. But able to adjust this well here is a fantastic sign for them. Taking the lead up to 5. Heretics going to be asked a couple of questions now. Can they adapt back? Can they find a way to handle this? Those opening forays, those opening moves from PRX are starting to look good here, starting to look a bit more comfortable.
Well, they've also put pressure on the Heretics economy, which means that they can't go towards something like an Odin as easily. The Odin across from Tree, Gakuka was again talking about it on the desk. That was something that Boaster was doing immaculately, and they had so many troubles dealing with it. I'm sure that they've got a game plan to try to navigate that if Heretics pull it out. But at the moment, especially if you can't fight for rubble control, you kind of need something like that. The big 1-2 combo that was killing PRX is the Odin spam from Tree, and then Kayak taking peeks from that blue door. And we haven't really seen that game plan coming out the same way again here from Heretics. They're not going to have the funds, as I said, to go for the Odin. So more of it comes down to Woot trying to get on aggressive lines. And the chamber is a little limiting.
Sure.
It's not horrendous by any means, but he doesn't have the same freedom that he does on the Jet and the Yoru across map 1 and 2.
A little bit more choreographed in application, but at this point, I need a timeout for Heretics. You don't want to let that pendulum swing because PRX, that momentum, when it gets behind them, it only gets stronger. And it has been that kind of Patman display, getting them back on track to vie. Consistent backbone of this side. A big adjustment here, and it could be a brawl right off the rip. Looking for that Seize nade combo. PRX have to be on guard here. Leaving it a second. And now the commitment. Scramble, get away. Patman gonna take a lot of damage.
How did he live?
I have no idea. I actually have no idea how he got away with that one. But they did lose one in the process. Forsaken did go down.
Forsaken's having a bit of a rough game here, 3 and 8. Trying to focus on calling a better squad.
Ooh, but that's not bad at all. This pivot towards B has been a great get-out-of-jail-free card for them. And a good fact finder looking a little bit deeper there and sending Rienz away barely alive. I like this from something a bit audacious, sure. You need something to secure you this comfortable post-plant, but his teammate's fallen, and the aim's messy, a rarity to say, as Boo battling back for the boys. Just Devi and Patman, the two who've been exceptional for PRX to this point.
The push from Patman is really nice. Threw a Seize to block off the waterfall players and now goes up towards Boo.
Somewhat behind them, and Devi still standing strong. Rienz was the walking wounded earlier. And again, the danger duo doing exactly what PRX need, leading by example in this game.
Sick 4v5 round from PRX, exactly what they needed. Great adjustments in a post-plant setup, looking to go forwards always. Whether it's something, and yeah, you're right, it was a bit sloppy on the aim, or whether it's Patman putting resistance in one area, then sprinting into another. I've been really impressed with Patman so far. I think he is stepping up just when his team needs to stay in the tournament, to make it to the big arena, play under the brightest lights. And another massive rubble fight. Team Heretics have not won one yet.
Oh, going back in repetition, hoping for a different outcome this time. And it's noted, Mini Boo going to be considered here, and it's on a weaker purchase, even harder to make count. Devi has been monstrous. Massive impact.
Sick punish onto Boo. A low buy round for Heretics. So Devi probably not incentivized to use his ult in this one. But he's created such an opportunity for his team to go over towards C.
Oh, it's wonderful to see for Devi. Again, this team is filled with superstars. Hard to pick one from the litter, but again, he is having a moment here. Heretics going to try and make this count. For those weaker weapons, Stingers, Sheriffs, odds and ends. Patman on duty, on site, not allowing much of a look back here.
I'd like to see somebody doubled up with Patman. He might end up getting double, triple swung in this spot. And yeah, they go for the high-low, something underneath.
Not bad, but the paranoia is sharp. It's in the right place. Going to force them to try and flee. Take him back towards water. Horn goes in, Flash comes out. A bit of a trade-out, gets messy. Boo going to find his connection towards Jing. But still, that backline is there. Devi part of it, still firing. Forsaken! It's PRX finding stability. It has been an explosive round.
We go into the final one of the half. PRX with a massive ultimate to be able to play around that Steel Garden online for Devi, who's got 14 kills across the 11 we've played so far. He and Patman have been imperative to this level of success. And I think Heretics need to be able to put another on the board. They finally get the Odin out to play, positioning it over towards Tree.
No, they have.
But it may be Woot who finds that early contact. PRX looking for a mount default again.
A lot of pressure now. Shot does not connect as he'd dream. Has to fall away here. A real predicament. There's no further investigation from PRX. Happy to leave it at that.
They've got massive ults. Jing with that mount control gets himself an ult orb, showstopper online. And Woot knew where he was going. He was pre-aiming for that jump. Just couldn't land the shot. Wasn't quite sharp enough. Odin v Odin. Who can get more value? You don't normally see Benji pull one out. How practiced is he with it?
We also wanted the support as well from a similar character of what Kayak was doing, right?
Yeah.
Get that support system in play. As it stands a bit on his own, you can see that Miniboot is getting a bit closer here. Maybe this is the combination we were waiting for, playing behind the smoke, sent scrambling by the paint shell. They are still stepping this way. Miniboot getting forced away. Paranoia coming in. Still Garden coming out as well. It's Benji playing this calm though.
He's still got the ult to be able to play around.
It's a worrying sound to hear. What a shot! Rienz, you are out of your mind! The 4 HP ain't much to be writing home about. PRX still alive and breathing, still on the site.
Who's next?
An incredible recovery after essentially aimbot comes out from Riens. A 3v3, but the spike can't go down. 10 seconds. Forsaken's got to create an
10
opportunity.
seconds left.
Trying. It's on Mini Boo.
Last
Oh,
player
the wide run from something as Boo has to face this on his own. A 1v3. It's so much to ask of one man. And PRX have got to be feeling this now. Checks behind, nothing there. We can see where they reside. Oh, and he doesn't even get a look in. 8-4. Have they done enough for you? Is this enough after what we saw before?
It feels like it, doesn't it? After 7 rounds in a row, they are the ones with momentum. This double kill from Riens is spectacular, and yet they're the only players who drop. PRX
Unreal.
with perfection in the rest.
It's all possible. We'll be back after the half.
Why are we pushing? Man!
Four to 8. The worries and woes at the beginning looked like they were back in effect. But something happened to PRX on that 6th round, and they went on a damn run after that.
I think they figured out exactly what Team Heretics were looking to try to do. The adjustment was sublime. And after losing 12 rounds in a row yesterday, almost all of them on their attack half, they now put together 7 against Heretics. And the pressure is just on massively. A Coinbase Econ report, you could have picked out Devi or Patman because they were both sublime. Look at the damage done to Woot as well. Massive shutdown in the Sentinel versus Sentinel matchup. And PRX have been great at pistol rounds too. If they put another on the board, it's actually Heretics that we need to be looking at and asking all of the questions about the big crumble. They came out to such a hot start, 4-1 up. And you heard the stress in the voice of Weber. After one of those late rounds, they need the mental pick-me-up.
Certainly do. Tough times now. But at this point, there's no easy games. There's no easy rounds. There's nothing easy about this. And it's all deserved. It's all hard fought for. And if Heretics can't turn up when it matters, there's only one outcome. But the chance is still there. 4 rounds is enough, but it's not a lot. They've got to come out swinging here.
Woot looking to try and take some space as something holds down on Mound alone. And he's the defender that's going to get pressured early on. Still with a gate crash, opens the door. That would be the timing to try to get the fight on him.
Leaving that quite late. And this man's dangerous from this position, but look at the damage he just took.
Yeah, big headshot. C-site open. And Woot always with an option to return back in that direction. This would be so bold to take a peek here on 3 HP.
You just can't. You just can't. You're going to have to give up the site. Heretics, they take, I don't want to say full control. They don't quite have that CT security yet.
Nade, Haunt, Paranoia, so many tools for PRX to flood.
They're going back in. They want this back. You don't get to take this away from us. And Devi loves it. It's Riens still alive, though. Barely. 10 HP. Woot's still here, but that spike is deep within control of PRX. Oh, but a gift from the gods! Patman turns around and is back on! Riens desperate to do it for the boys! But Jing on the other side, a big 1v1 toying with him. But Jing still standing his ground, 2 bullets. more than enough. He's got it, Jing! Stands bold against Woot, against PRX, a critical round.
The game plan here for PRX is what eventually gets them the win. They are so ready to go for that C retake with massive amounts of utility. As the plan, as the push is coming in, it does get very scrappy in the final moments because Rian makes that insane play, the read to go and push Waterfall. But it's devastating. That's the 8th round in a row here lost for Heretics. And that's how they're going to be thinking about it. Not that PRX have earned it, but that they have failed to capitalize.
This is devastating stuff for Heretics. Going to be feeling every second of this. Probably going to have to suffer through this one as well. Facing 10 rounds against you more than likely. Slowed down on approach towards B, but a chance. Mini Boo on his own, waiting for that wall to drop. There's no help coming, yet at least. There's something going to lean into the matter. A little bit of a flash and a little bit of a push. Sets up Forsaken, finds another. PRX on the hunt. Desperate to close down on Benji, who is on the run. A 1v4 needed. Howard Neon double his kills here, but he does get past the first. The second, a chance. Oh, he's fighting hard for this, giving it everything he's got. And a chance again, 2 more bullets, he falls. PRX fighting for this, but Heretics not going down without a fight.
It's a great try from Benji, who hasn't really been able to find his value in this match so far. He'll be looking for moments like that to stamp his mark on the game. But as the game stands, as the map stands, down by 6, with 9 rounds in a row, lost here. And PRX, at least, with a bad bye. Heretics must win this one. If they have any hope of being able to continue into the Accor Arena, they need this round. Could be a brawl over here on Mound as well. Heretics looking to default in that kind of area.
Shadows traveling.
PRX looking to be disruptive, looking to do what they do best, get under the skin. God! Forsaken! Fantastic stuff here.
But you have to be ready for that play. It's one that PRX runs on their light by rounds so often. And Heretics, in the midst of the chaos, forget.
We'll be remembering, though, to catch Defy on that little bit of a peak, however. So at least a small bit of silver lining to be had. But it ain't much. That's not bad, though. Trying to force Forsaken away.
Benji played for the Orb, Annihilation online, after his great attempt in the Eco previously. But they may need that ultimate to be able to get through. 2 Guardians and a rifle on the other side. And something on a very deep line at Rubble. The flash, by the way, put on the floor from Devi, not available for them in this round, but usually their big key to getting back into retakes.
The impact of that missing now.
Yeah, and no paranoia for Forsaken, so this is going to be a tougher retake than usual on B.
Great for Heretics, they need something like this. Still got to keep these boys quiet, keep them cool. Something getting curious. We saw he was the one pushed up towards Rubble. Doesn't get the shot he wanted. Benji, good work. Flatmen gonna find a reaction though and start making this feel dangerous. It's a 3v2 suddenly. The ult has got to catch. It's what they needed to maybe make this feel equal, but Rien's now starting to feel pressured against the odds again. Rien's has to go above and beyond here. He can't do it alone. And PRX look untouchable.
Forsaken has robbed them, jumping into the smoke with the classic up. That was a straight up 1v1. The Annihilation had caught onto his teammate. Set up by this Flash Hawk combo for the first. That a set play, the rest, excellent.
Last player standing.
God,
and
look
the
at that.
push into Rians, who's been, again, the consistent pillar for Heretics. Forsaken can feel it. This is a complete reversal of what happened to PRX yesterday. They are in control. They have the momentum. Heretics against the ropes.
Will only take a couple more punches and it might be knockout. Heretics literally back to the wall, but come out swinging. Forsaken still standing though. The master of their disaster in just the previous. They do much more. It's Batman this time. They all want to go at it. Heretics can't breathe right now. It's simply sensational from PRX. 12 rounds to their name. Bare barely touched.
It's incredible the heights that you can get from both of these teams, but we knew it at the beginning, both capable of those mental collapses too. It's extraordinary that we haven't had more one-sided maps in this series, actually. With that being the identity of both squads, but here it's a smackdown. Heretics can't breathe. The pressure, the bright lights, too much. And 4 Guardians. Barely a sniff of hope.
The last chance here for Heretics. Do you want to go down like this? Barely with a whimper. PRX foot on the throat at this point. Not making it towards site, but in their way, Divide. Been brilliant. Unison with him, not alone, something there, stands his ground. Gonna be hunted though, something, so much pressure on him. Miniboo gonna take away Divide. This is not the same sort of start here. Heretics putting everything into this.
Planted.
PRX fast on this flank though, gobbling up all of the space behind. So despite the fact they're in a 4v5, plenty of chances to close things out here.
Certainly could. TP back for Boo, trying to find some safety. The map gets smaller. PRX smothering them alive. Heretics cannot breathe. It's all on Benji. And what can one man do? Absolutely nothing. PRX, masters of their own fate, vanquishing their demons.
They couldn't have won in a better way here today, Lauren. Those rounds strung together, back to back to back to back. And a team that looked like favourites coming into Champions, into the Accor Arena. A scary team to face in that lower bracket. Could well still be on for a Champions trophy. Unfortunately, more of the same for Heretics, isn't it? Big moments, huge matches. This one feeling like it could have been a grand finals level between the two teams.
Absolutely.
But they fall short in epic fashion once again. They're always on the brink, and yet they can't quite get over the line in big moments like this. It's got to feel devastating for them.
You can see it. That's a hard loss there. Especially when it feels possible. Sometimes that's the most bitter pill to swallow. For them, they have to walk away. Think of next year. Different story, however, for PRX.
Rebounding so well off that loss that broke the streak in terms of their global victories. They'd only had one other loss